Hi everyone, I'd just like to apologise for not doing a video for a really long time. I think it's been like 10 months, which makes me feel kind of bad, but I've just been really busy and stuff. Anyway, today's video is on another astral projection experience that I've had. Not very recently, it was the battery! Sorry about that slight technical hitch there. Anyway, today's video. This experience I had, it was, once again, quite early in the morning. I'm guessing around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, where I just happened to wake up. And as I was going back to sleep, I started getting the vibrations and the jet engines in my ears, and all of that usual stuff started happening, and I was out. And I started, rising up to the ceiling, and then I started panicking, and I was like, oh God, no. And then as soon as I started panicking, I started floating back in again. So I just really tried to relax myself, and I was like, no, relax. And then it started happening again, and then I started panicking again, so I started coming back in, and the third time, it was all okay, and I just managed to hold on to it. I don't have any recollection of what happened after that with regards to what was happening in the room. However, what I most definitely do have recollection of is something totally different, and it was really amazing. I was just flying down this tunnel at like such a high speed, and it was just like a tunnel of clouds, and they were like grey clouds. And I was just whizzing down it, and I could feel the wind in my face. And this went on, I don't know time-wise, but it happened for about, I don't know, it felt like a reasonably long time. And then I was like, oh, well, this is all well and good, but, where am I going? I want to go somewhere. And then as soon as I pretty much thought that, I came out of this tunnel onto completely, it was like the brightest blue I've ever seen. Like, I could not imagine a more vivid blue. It was amazing, and it was blue sky with clouds, really white clouds, and they were all nice and fluffy, and it was really nice day. And then the sea was really blue as well. And as I looked down, I was like looking at the continents, because it was just, masses of green land, and I was like, oh, can I spot any particular shape, like, I don't know, Italy, like the boot, or anything like that? And I couldn't see anything like that, and nothing was distinct like you see on a map of planet Earth. And it was all just in like one giant cluster, and it just wasn't this planet. And I'm not going into that whole, I was in a different planet thing, but I don't know where I was. I think I was in a different dimension or something. It was just really amazing. And however, I believe that same night I went into a lucid dream, and I was not in England, most definitely not. I was in, it reminded me somewhere in the Mediterranean, and I was walking down like cobbled floor, and I just remember thinking, where am I? This is a dream, but it's like this brain right now that I was like, I'm in a dream. And yeah, I was just walking around, made conversation with an old lady, went into a shop. Yeah, maybe I could have been a bit more creative there, seeing as it was a lucid dream, but that's all I remember from that one. Anyway, on to the questions, but I'm going to try my best to answer the main ones, and I've got 10 here. Excuse me. So yeah, the main question is, do you have any advice for having these astral projection experiences? And my answer to that is, I really want to make this really clear to everyone, is that the times that I have had them, I haven't actually tried. It has just happened. I have just got the vibrations, and I have just managed to hold on to them and just relax and let it all flow just naturally. It is a natural phenomena, and I personally have no special technique. I have heard a few people talk about things like imagine as you're going to sleep in really, really fine detail yourself getting out of bed, walking out your bedroom door, walking down the stairs, out the front door, down your garden, into the street, walking around the street and wherever you want to go. And I believe that works for some people because I think it's something to do with your consciousness, like getting, because you're focusing so much, during that transition from your physical body into your astral body, you stay consciously aware. That's the only way I can really put it. Another technique is the rope technique, where when you're in bed you just imagine yourself climbing up a rope, and I think that boosts the chance of you being able to do it consciously, because one thing I do believe for sure is that we do it every single night, all of us, and we always have done and always will. It is just a matter of holding on to it during that flip. And yeah, sorry, I'm really bad at explaining. What is lucid dreaming? I believe that lucid dreaming is when you're having a dream, just like we all do, but you become conscious in that dream, so you realise that you're dreaming. And this is actually a really cool thing, because once you're in a dream, you can obviously manipulate that dream into doing anything you want and just really go for it. And you can astrally project from that dream. For example, I was dreaming that I was at school in one of the corridors, and then I thought for some reason, oh, hang on, I'm not at school. Oh, it must be a dream. So obviously that became a lucid dream, and then I was like, oh, well, what shall I do? I'll jump through the wall, because I've heard that you can actually project from lucid dreams, and I wonder what would happen if I jumped through the wall. So I did a bit of a run up down the corridor and then jumped through my deputy head's office wall or something like that. And that is when I got the jet engines in my ears and the vibrations, but unfortunately I wasn't able to hold on to that, so just sort of lost it from there. And yeah, lucid dreaming, that is that. Another one, I get questions asking me, this is just a bit off topic, but if I have Facebook or anything like that. I'm afraid I don't actually have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I used to have all of them, but I just deleted them, and that's the complete honest truth. And I know that that's really rare for someone of my age to do that, but when you have experiences like these, you just sort of realise, like, what am I doing? Because I know that Facebook is really, really addictive, and you find yourself getting wound up about all these little things like status likes and profile pictures and stuff like that. And I just realised, like, there is so much more to life than everyone knows. It's actually ridiculous. And do you know what? I'm just gonna leave that part of my life and focus on something of a different nature. So that's that. I don't have Facebook. So if you want to, like, the only way that I can communicate to you guys is through the YouTube and the emails thingy on YouTube. I also get a lot of people saying I've had the vibrations and things like people seeing really bright lights, and I think they're all the symptoms of astrally projecting. So well done for getting that far. Once you get the vibrations, that's really good, and you're on your way to a successful conscious astral projection. How can I hold on? The only advice I can give for that is literally just relax. And I know that, you know, venturing outside of your body and having jet engines in your ears is not the most pleasant nor normal experience for you. So it's going to be really hard not to panic, really, really hard. But honestly, just relax, let things unfold. As I said before, it's a natural phenomena, and yeah, just relax. Okay. How experienced are you? Really unexperienced. I'm just, I've just had a few that I've decided to publicise out into the world, just because I think it's a really important thing for people to know about, and also for other people like me that have experienced it. Might be looking for other people that have done, so they can relate to people, and just, you know, it's a bit of a comforting thing to hear other people about other people that have done it. So yes, another question: does age matter? To a certain extent, no, age does not matter. No matter how young you are or how old you are, you can 100% do it. We do it every single night of our lives, always have done, always will do. It's just a matter of being aware during, you know, whilst you go to sleep, and being able to just relax and let it happen. However, what I do believe is that in the likelihood of things, you are more likely to have it at a younger age. I'm talking when you're a child, just because you have become less conditioned to what is normal and what is wrong in this world. The world we live in is very strong viewed, and obviously if you go up to someone random in the street and talk to them about this, they are going to give you a funny look and be like, what on earth are you on about? And this is what I'm talking about, because I've spoken to people about astral projection, that I would people, you know, adults. I don't do that a lot, just rarely, to ones that I feel, you know, comfortable bringing the topic up to. And one person did say that they used to remember themselves as a child because they were the youngest and they'd go to bed much earlier than everyone else. Just floating up and just bobbing up on the ceiling and being like, what's this? And when bringing it up to their parents, they would be like, oh, it's just a dream. Overall, no, age does not matter. Another question is, can you take things with you, like objects? No, you can't take objects with you, but trust me, once you have one of these out-of-body experiences, you really won't care. I know that obviously having phones and laptops is a really nice luxury, but once you have an OBE, all materialistic things will just seem so small compared to what you have just experienced, and you really just will wake up and, yeah, it won't matter, because it is such an amazing thing. Now, the last question that I'm going to answer is to do with demons. Personally, I've never encountered a demon, nor do I necessarily believe in them. I think the majority of people's fear surrounding demons are to do with things like horror films and how they're portrayed in those. My only advice is, when you have an OBE, it's very important to take into account your mental state and whether you're on a positive vibration or a negative vibration, because if demons do exist, and I'm in no place to say that they don't, but if they do, the only way that they can come into contact with people is through the similarity in the vibration. So if someone is feeling very negative and full of hatred and stuff like that, then negative energies can be attracted to that. However, if you're in a positive mindset and feeling, you know, good and loving, and then there's no way that they can come into contact. It's just impossible. Hope you liked the video. Hopefully I'll do videos more frequently in the future. Merry Christmas to you all, and thanks for watching.